Alright, so an update from our last video. You can kind of see in the background that grass is filling nicely around that tree. We'll show more of that maybe in a little while. But the reason for today's video may be controversial. So all you keyboard warriors, get ready for telling me how I shouldn't do it or whatever. But what we're going to do is, I live in South Mississippi, and we don't see snow, but every once in a while, maybe. Some years we don't even have any. And I'm going to try to get this Bermuda to last through my winter. Now, this isn't something that a lot of people are going to be able to do north of me. So pretty much South Texas, South Mississippi, South Alabama, Florida, maybe South Georgia, may be able to try this. Maybe even Southern California. I don't know. But I'm going to try to get this Bermuda to last all winter long. And there's a few ways that I'm going to try to do this. So it sounds counterintuitive, but if you know a frost is coming, one thing you can do is water your grass right before a frost. Okay? Not water it to where there's water still on the grass blades whenever it freezes, but to water it and get that water into the root system right before a freeze. And believe it or not, the water helps insulate the roots to help with frost damage. Now, the damage that occurs on the leaves, you're just going to have to mitigate that with, whenever you cut it, just cut the damaged part off the leaf, whatever. I dealt with some of that last year. My whole yard was brown, and I cut it and it turned green. So another thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to leave the Bermuda as long as possible. So we're talking 1.5 inches, possibly 2 inches. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna have leaf coverage and cause like a thick mat to help insulate and protect the crowns of the plant and possibly the root system. Right now we're in the second week in November, and you can see behind me it's still pretty dang green. Right now my temperatures are like 75 during the day and down into the 40s, sometimes 39-ish at night sometimes. So right now it's not growing that fast, but it's still growing and it's still green. So right now my soil temperatures are somewhere in the upper 50s to lower 60s, which is still good for growth. It's still growing. I'm still mowing it, just not mowing as frequent. So another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be pumping fertilizer into this for growth, for root growth and for leaf development. I read some stuff on some papers, and it seems like the shutoff point for good microbial activity in the soil is like 50 degrees or lower. So if your soil temperature gets below 50 degrees or lower, the microbial activity in your soil really starts to slow down. So while my soil is in the 60s, lower 60s, upper 50s, I'm going to keep putting fertilizer to it. And if for some reason this plan fails, at least I fed this grass before it went into dormancy. Another video that's going to be coming up pretty soon is I'm going to be aerating. Aeration is also something you can do to help, obviously, root growth and root development, getting nutrients and water down into the soil, helps with compaction and all that good stuff. But the benefits of aerating is going to allow the soil to like loosen up, be more able to hold water, retain water, and like I said in the beginning, allow that water in that root zone to help insulate the plant, to help keep it alive through this cooler weather. So that's basically my whole game plan for everything that we've got going on. But in this video, we're going to get in a mow, because they're few and far between, and then we're going to feed this grass and really push it. So let's get that mower, set the mower height really high, that way we can keep a long grass and canopy, like I said, and let's put in a mow, throw down some stripes. I've been at work for 2 weeks and ain't a whole lot going on, so let's do it. like I said, we're just gonna get in a mow and do some fertilizing. So this is what I'm gonna be putting out. Scott's Green Max Lawn Food. You can also use this in yards. So it's not just for lawns. You can also put it in your yard. So this is a 2702. That nitrogen's gonna give it a good pop. Help it really get some good top growth so we can help build this natural blanket that we're gonna have to keep this insulated. And then that potassium is just gonna be good for all around for the plant. Rule of thumb to go with NPK is up, down, all around. So if that's a lie, I apologize. I'm not a scientist. I don't want to end up on Turf Truth just for repeating something I heard. So this has also got iron in it. That's why it's called Green Max. It's got 5% iron. So that iron is going to help us get that dark, rich green color. All right. Now, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I do know that darker colors attract more heat. So if I can really get this grass super green, I mean, it's pretty green right now. I don't have any discoloration from the cool weather. So if I can get my yard to turn dark green, I feel like when the sun is out during the day, it's going to have a better chance of attracting more heat and retaining that heat through the soil throughout the night. Now, we may be only talking a couple of degrees in temperature, but that can make all the difference in the world whenever you're trying to keep your root system and the dirt warm and do something crazy like I'm doing here. So this bag right here covers about 5,000 square foot. The area behind me here is about 7,000 square foot. So we're going to put this bag out and about a third of another bag. No, I'm not going to measure it. I mean, eyeballing it, I'm going to be in a difference of about a handful or two. All right, let's get it loaded in the spreader and put it out.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
Well, there you have it. I've lost my mind publicly. I'm gonna try to push this grass and keep it all winter. I know that sounds super crazy to everyone up north, but the winters just aren't as violent down here as they are up north. Normally this is considered the off season, and I really considered planting perennial ryegrass for a winter yard, but that is a lot more trouble than just trying to baby and take care of this. And every little thing that I do to try to keep this grass from going dormant, I think it will actually pay off in the end. I know I might get a lot of criticism for all this, but I really don't care. My time, my money, and my grass. But if it works, you could use it to do it in your yard if you live as far south as me or further. So I just want to push this grass to its full potential, see what it's capable of. That way next year I can make my mind up if I actually want to change grass types, not grass types, but another type of Bermuda, which, like I said, Tahoma 31. If this grass can do what I need it to do, I'll keep it. If it can't, I'll kill it and plant some Tahoma. So give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you got any suggestions, if you think I'm doing something wrong. I'm all ears. So if you know more than I do, I'm willing to listen. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one. God bless you.